Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to C45 TV. My name is Abel Mukwa. Today's video is all about His Excellency Honorable Paul Simba Arati. Simba Arati was born in a small village at a place called Babasi. This gentleman did his primary and then proceeded to Nairobi. In Nairobi, he started his hustles very early in life, because he found himself in Kawangware market where he used to cut boga for people in the village. Now, Simba Arati, from the boga income, from the income that he gained from cutting boga, he managed to advance in education and do many other things in life. Now, in 2007, Simba Arati got nominated to the Nairobi City Council by the help of Raila Amolo Odinga. After his nomination, the gentleman gained some experience in leadership, and he felt like he was good enough to go and support his people who used to cut in boga at Kangwara Market in a constituency called Dagoretti North, and vied for Member of Parliament under the ODM ticket in 2010. During this time, he won the seat by a landslide. Now, Simba Arati, after winning the seat, he did his work and won the people's hearts, majorly because of the bursaries that he used to give to the students, especially in his constituency. After that, Simba Arati did not stop there. In 2017, once again, he was in the field, and of course, he won again with a landslide, of course, as the Great North Member of Parliament. After this, Simba Arati was perceived as one of the Raila's right-hand men in politics. Very strong man, and actually others perceived him to be the next governor of Nairobi. But surprisingly, in 2022, Simba Arati moved to Kisii, where he was born, to change the people's lives in his home. Simba Arati came over, and in the battle for the gubernatorial seat, he faced very powerful people. That is Dr. Chris Obure, Professor Sam Wangeri, Honorable Ezekiel Machogu, who is the current Cabinet Secretary for Education. At this time, Simba Arati really did a thorough campaign in Kisii, where people used to sing Simba Arati, talk about him, children, women, youths, and even old wazirds. Now, Simba Arati won in the landslide, and he was announced cheerfully as the governor of Kisii County. Now, what happened afterwards? Before I go to what happened, this is the reason as to why Simba Arati was perceived then as among the people who could be in the ballot for the presidential candidature in 2032. Now, this is the first reason. Simba Arati was very close to Raila Amolo Odinga. He was very loyal. And they said now, Raila was retiring. Now, someone from Nyanza should emerge to inherit Raila's influence. And they felt like it was now moving to the Kisii region because of Simba Arati's personality and his political journey. Now, what happened is that the calculations were made. People were trying to figure out the potential of Simba Arati becoming the president of this country. They started with his personality. Simba Arati seemed to be very eloquent, very smart. He seemed to be courageous and politically strategic. He used to do his politics with a lot of planning. Okay. Now people knew that if this guy does the same way he did in the gubernatorial seat and then advances slightly, this guy could become the next president in 2032. That is after, if Ruto could win in 2027, then Simba Arati could be a potential candidate that could shake the country. Now, Simba Arati also is among the people, okay, who are believed, like, because of being close to Baba, being close to Raila Amolo Odinga, then having the Kisii backyard, okay, Kisii backyard, and then with the addition of Raila's support from Nyanza, from Luo Nyanza and Western, then you could get the numbers to start him off as the presidential candidate. Before I take you further, let me tell you this. In Kenya, for you to first vie for presidency, you must have a backyard, somewhere where you are sure that these are your people. And if Simba Arati could have taken the Kisii region, Luo Nyanza, and of course Raila's influence from Western, then he was good to go as one of the powerful presidential candidates in 2032. Okay, another thing here. Simba Arati is married from China. People felt like he could get financial support from the Chinese government for the campaign, of which could have come in 2032. These are some of the reasons that made Simba Arati to be perceived as the potential presidential candidate in 2032, and actually the person who could have won. Okay, yeah, and another thing that could have given Simba Arati the backyard, the strength to go ahead, it is that Simba Arati, the loyalty to Baba, could have won the hearts of the people who used to support Baba. Now, that is Western, Nyanza, Masailand, Coast, Nairobi, where he was. And uh, if these people, if Raila could have just said Simba Tosha, of course, there he was. Now, another factor that people could not forget it is the Nairobi aspect. Simba Arati was well known, is very popular in Nairobi because being a member of parliament in the Dagoretti North, being okay, then that considering that the votes that he gained in Dagoretti North were not only for the kisses. Nairobi being a metropolitan, you got you got a significant number of votes, meaning Zimbarat in terms of being having people in Nairobi was good. So that also gives him the strength to start as a president. Now, Simbarati, uh, after the 2022 elections, Raila showed some signs that this gentleman could really inherit his influence in Nyanza. This is it. We saw him in Western Kenya during the gubernatorial aspirant the campaign for ODM aspirant who was Honorable Fernandez Baraza, and at that time we realized that Simbarati led the campaigns, and what happened is that Fernandez Baraza won the seat. From there, people started talking like, now Simbarati is becoming the kingpin in Nyanza and Western combined. And of course, now the conversation now, the people in people's minds, they started thinking that Simbarati will be the likely potential candidate in 2032. Now, if you feel that my reasons are valid, kindly give me a like over there and kindly comment there and give your thoughts about this discussion about Simbarati becoming the candidate in 2032. My name is Abel Mukua, and kindly make sure that you subscribe once again. We are at eGeneration having our videos from here. If you want to come here for photo shoot and you are a photographer, you just get your client, come here and get a photo shoot, and then you divide the income. As simple as that. So which means you can be a photographer in Kisi without having any equipment because each generation provides for you the equipment and the platform to do the photography. There are many other services they offer here. Kindly come here, of course, and get a manual that will take you through on what they do. My name is Abel Mukwa, and thank you so much for watching.